So it seems that I don't really care to show you much in the way right now of our domestic campaign in the League and Cup. And to be honest, that's pretty much the case. It's all about that sweet, sweet cash that we can get from the Europa Conference League. Can we emerge victorious from the playoff to get into the last 16 against our Bulgarian friends, CSKA Sofia? Well, let's find out. Ideme Slovan. Hello, folks. Welcome back. I hope you're on good form. It is Dan here, and we are continuing our save with Slovan Bratislava. And in today's episode, we have got a crucial double header against CSKA Sofia, away then at home. So, two games coming up for you. Since the last time that we were together, things have been, well, not a lot has happened, to be brutally honest. A couple of things to catch you up on. The nice easy thing is that since the draw for the playoff round of the knockout phase of the Europa Conference League, we did beat Ružomberok 3-2. That was really, really comfortable at first. We were 3-0 up after the first half, but then they got a couple of goals back, and that made it altogether a little bit nervy for the remaining 2 minutes. They scored a pen in the third minute of injury time in the second half, just to make the last couple of minutes a little bit shaky. And so what that has done is essentially Turnover just do not stop winning, quite frankly. They've only slipped up against Dunajska Streda since losing to Podbrezhova back in October, and that was after losing to us. So we are really making life difficult for ourselves in terms of just losing games that we should not be losing. We are on a pretty good run at the moment. The last time we lost was Lille, and before that was against Legia Warsaw, and then it was that result against Talentin, which has made life very, very difficult for us. So yeah, some of these results have just really not been good. And yeah, Podbrezhova or Zova earlier. So anyway, moving on, forgetting about that. What is done is done. I cannot unmake the past because that would be called save scumming. So other things to have happened. There has been a bit of transfer activity, but not coming in. But we have said goodbye to a few players. Christian Riviera, who is a 32-year-old Spanish player, he's gone out to a Chinese club. They're Shanghai Port, for 76,000. Koshitz Koval went out on loan to Ružomberok, but we have recalled him because we are light on midfielders, and the advice from my assistant manager or whoever was to bring him back. This Josef Svara, he is a youth player of some potential. He's gone out on loan for no fee involved. That's just good developmental stuff. Stanislav Lesko has gone to Žilina for 190,000, rising to potentially 250,000. He wanted to go. He wasn't getting a lot of game time with us. From memory, he had 8 appearances. So yeah, he just had to go. Ivan Shaponic, he again, another 32-year-old, a striker. He was injured, so he didn't play at all. Really, he had a reasonable-ish campaign the season before, but he didn't feature for us at all by virtue of being injured. And when he came back, we just have too many strikers. So he has gone to TSC. I'm guessing that is a Serbian team. Yeah, for 74,000, rising to 105,000. Lukas Straka has gone to Dubnica or Dubnica, don't know, on loan for a small, very small fee. And then this one has wound some people up. Lesko and Kalman going has definitely wound people up, particularly the fans. He has gone to Lincoln. Again, he wanted to go. I don't even know if he's managed to get a work permit because he is uh, European Union and with Brexit and all that kind of good stuff, and because he has only been capped at under 19 level. I'm not even sure that he has got that work permit, and he hasn't been loaned at all. So he's gone for 250,000, potentially rising up to 375. When they want to go, they want to go. He played okay for us. He played some games, not that many. He had a better campaign last season. That seemed to have been potentially his breakthrough season. But yeah, um, we've made a profit on him. I just I didn't see, and I mean the flair for absolute, for everyone. Uh, that's great. Yeah, he has some good stats, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's gone to Lincoln, who are they're a championship club, and his value's gone up. So he may have a successful career, but he is 21. He hasn't been capped for the Slovak under 21, so who knows? Um, Only time will tell. So that is us. So let's get into the action. What I will do, yeah, I haven't looked at finances for a while. We are absolutely hemorrhaging money, largely due to the fact that we haven't played for, we didn't play for the month of January, only friendlies, but we are now starting to hemorrhage money. So this tie is absolutely crucial. We need to get through. We need the TV money. We need the prize money. Because otherwise I can just see us absolutely tanking the overall balance since we have taken over the club in September, which would have been around about there. We were sat quite pretty, 9.5 million in the bank. We are now 5.5, not great. So, and that's not necessarily just because of it's not because we've gone to OTT on the transfers. We've spent 3.3 million in total, but 2.1 we have recouped or will be recouping. So that's a net spend of 1.2 million. So it's not like we've gone crazy. So this is the game. So we have to win. That's just what we have to do. We have no choice. We have to win. But this is going to be a tough game, I think. They have, like us, CK, CK, CSKA Sofia. They have gone through the Europa League pathway. They got dumped out of that, and they have, kind of come through a couple of preliminary rounds. And yeah, well, they got a couple of wins and a draw. So I hope we can win, but we shall see. So I'm going to decide on the team, put a cut in, and we will get right back into the game itself. All right, see you soon. Okay, folks, welcome back. So this is the team that we're going to go with today. Starting off with Morzek in goal, as per usual. The usual backline. Well, I say usual backline. The only difference to our regular backline is that Sadidla is coming back from injury and is tired and not in a condition to be playing in this game. So Masuda is deputising for him, as he has been, as a fullback on support. But we've got Meshik and Barnes there as regulars. We've got Kosits Koval or Kosits Koval, not sure which. He is not matched up at all, but we don't really have the luxury of putting in anyone else, hence why we recalled him from loan with Shvedersky as our ball-winning midfielder. And the reason why Duda is coming back from injury, he's even on the subs bench. That's how hard up we are. He can sit there for sure, but we're not playing him. Um, uh, Mislovic is currently injured. He has got a pulled hamstring, so he's coming back in a couple of weeks. So Panya will be playing as the attacking midfielder. We are going to play Datko out on the right. Gudrum again is coming back from injury, so he is on the bench. I don't think that this first 11 really has to do the business. I really don't want to have to use much of the bench here because there are so many people who are not match fit. That means that we are going to play Harry Leonard as an inverted forward, and I think that could potentially work. If I look at an inside forward on support, he can dribble, he can finish, his first touch is all right. Long shots and passing is okay, but generally speaking, all the relevant stats are in double figures, so that is going to be fine. It's not ideal, but fine. And what that means is that we can keep Karras up top because he has, after a bit of a dip in form, where he's been fairly indifferent. Gosh, I mean, he really does tank, doesn't he, when he doesn't play well? 2 games where he was at 6.3, but he did score a goal last game, so hopefully, fingers crossed, he can do the business today. So we are going to go with a positive mentality. Why not? We're away from home. I don't think we're not going to lose the game. Well, we can we can lose the tie by all means, but I don't think we're not doing anything too stupid. And I think we should have enough about us to do the business here, but we shall see. So they are playing wing backs. Okay, fine. We can exploit their numerical disadvantage there and then just hope that they don't completely swarm us in the middle. I'm going to let this music play out because if I skip it, it just carries on during the game. I don't know why the good folk at SI didn't do that, or maybe it's a licensing thing. To have the music, it had to be played in its entirety, no matter whether you skipped it or not. But there we are. It's come to a conclusion. Thank the good Lord. Okay, so we are away, so I need to pay attention to what's happening on the right hand side first and foremost, and we have our first highlight. Oh dear Lord in heaven. So CSKA Sofia have started very brightly. That was a good stop by Mrozek, and they have a corner with Heinz with an outswinger, but Mrozek comes to claim. Good lads, well done, and the highlight ends. Well, I hope it's just going to be a slow start for us. We were losing the battle for possession, certainly in the first 10 minutes. You want to come off, you've got a bruised knee. You're going to be fine. Are you going to be fine? Injured but feels he can shake it off. Okay, you're going to shake it off. Okay, come on, lads. Get on the ball, for the love of God. Okay, Leonard has skied shots. He really needs to start scoring, that lad. We're paying him an awful lot of money to not score goals, so hopefully he can start to repay us. And there's Panya with another goal. Quite opportunistically, that kind of squirmed its way towards him. He just turns and finds the bottom corner, which is wonderful news. We've got an away goal. in the first 20 minutes. But we do have another highlight here. Now we have to be careful. So Datko, he's just lost the ball. Oh, he lost the ball. And yeah, okay, there's the equaliser. I think that was Barnes who'd lost the forward there, lost his man, and we have been made to pay. So they have replied pretty much straight away, which is altogether not great. But we'll see how we go. So we have another highlight. Anton Say with a throw in. Leonard's got the ball here. Is he going to take a shot? Yes, good lad. Second goal of the season. When did he score? I can't even remember him scoring his first goal. Yeah, looks relieved to score. Well, I should bloody well think so. When did you score that goal? Oh, okay. Right, it's counting him playing for Bratislava under 21s who play in the Slovak Second League. Yeah, okay, got you. Right, ignore that. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. That's his first senior goal, I would say. So we're 2-1 up. Things are looking good. Is Barnes going to... Oof. Barnes at the back post. Usually a certainty from that kind of position. Bruce thigh. Okay. People just need to stop getting knocks. Bruised knee, bruised thigh, we can deal with. They'll have a couple of days out, but we really don't have the numbers to make substitutions for those sorts of things. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay, now that's become a legitimate injury, so maybe there's a lesson learned here. Hmm. Okay, let me have a think about this. Right, if I put Harry Leonard out there, you can play as a... What is your left foot like? Reasonable. That sounds good enough for me. So what we're going to do, or do we play you as a... Yeah, you're a left-footed. Okay, so I want to avoid playing Goodrum because I think he's going to be absolutely gassed by the end and we'll have to make another change anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Nemanja Ilic on. We're going to swap you round. We'll put you as an inverted winger because that's what you like. And we're going to play you as an inside forward on attack and see how that goes. We'll give their left back something to worry about, or their left-sided wide centre back. Okay, so going into the dressing room at half-time, we're 2-1 up. So what we need to do is just, ideally, another goal would be lovely. We seem to have swung the momentum of the match into our favour, but as with all things football, it can change very, very suddenly. Okay, so they're on the attack. Yeah, that's... I don't even think that was on target. Ignore. Oof, jeez. That is exactly the sort of chance that can usually turn into a goal. So what's happening elsewhere? Derry City 2-0 up against Dinamo Minsk. Fair play. I'm not surprised because they've been so good. Okay, forget that. Okay, away, please. Yes, Mrozek, good lad. Right, let's see if we can get some kind of third goal because I really don't want to have to be worrying too much going into the second leg. No, we've just given the ball away. Perfect. Or well won back by Meshik there. That was a crucial interception in a dangerous area. So Anton Say's taken that all the way, and Leonard has put his header over or wide, I don't know which. Hmm. Okay. Well, Mitsuda, for the love of God. And he's missed that tackle there. So, oh, ho, ho, ho. Keeper's done well. Keeper has done well. Right, our midfielder's getting tired, so we're going to have to make some changes there, I think. They're playing well, though. They are playing well. Karras is having a very... he's having a very, very poor game. So I think we're going to bring on... Kamara is horribly unfit, but we're going to put him on nonetheless. Goodrum, I think this is the time where we can deploy you. You can have 25 minutes doing your thing. So that's 3 subs. I think we will look to make one more potentially in midfield. And the only sub that I can actually make is for Petrovic. Now the question becomes, who do I take him off for? I think... Alright, we're going to do... Even though Koshitz-Koval has had a better game, I think I'm making this decision purely on the basis that he is gaining sharpness. Might not have anything to do, like that might not have a factor in condition. But I would rather have someone, they've got comparable conditioning, and I would rather have someone on who is... I would rather keep Shvidersky on because he has peak sharpness, or top sharpness. So there's the rationale there, rightly or wrongly. I'm going to just check. Shvidersky, how are you at passing and things compared to Petrovic? You are comparable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Petrovic do all the hard running. Okay. Why do I feel like the second leg, for my own sanity, I would like the second leg to just be nice and gentle, which probably won't do much for the viewing figures. I imagine Jeopardy would probably be a better watch, but Petrovic has lost the ball. He's been absolutely robbed there, and they're on the counter. Anton Say gets a tackle in to slow the attack, but well, Barnes has managed to get something on that, and he really had to, because that was almost a dead cert from that sort of level. And Mrozek claims the header. Right, I think we're gonna put this on balanced, because I really don't like the way that I just feel that we need to be a little bit more cautious. Right, Goodrum with the corner, and they get it away. Oh no. It's one of those ones. Okay, get it away. Oh no! Oh, yeah, it was your misheader. Oh, Jesus. Oh, be careful what you wish. Well, I said it, I called it. I did call it. Our players are tired. I don't think I've got any more subs. I do have a sub. I probably should have made it. Oh, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Dennis Hussein Basic, what can you do? You're a shadow striker. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I should have. We should have put that. I should have set it up so we put the foot on their throats. So I'm going to go attacking just because I hope we might be able to get something out of this. Yeah, they have we've allowed them back into this game. They've clearly gone for it in the second half, and that has absolutely paid off because they were nowhere. We were firmly in control, and we have we could have done better. I really, really hope. Um, well, you can be stressed all you want. I mean, you played well, Anton say, but collectively, being rather open at back. What do I say? Can't be pleased with that performance. Um, mm, yes, he was very good. Full credit to him. Okay, so all to play for in the second leg. And I will put a pause in for that. So you're out for 2 to 3 days. That's what happens when you don't take people off. Right, okay, so what have I got to get through in order to get you caught up with me? So we have an away game against Petržalka, who beat us at home last time. So and that is in just a few days' time before the return leg. So we're going with Mrozek in goal, a back four of Say, Meshik, Barnes and Sedidla, with Petrovic and Svirderski. There we go. As the base of our midfield, with Panya as an attacking midfielder, Gudrum on the right, and we're going to play Nemanja Ilic on the left as an inverted winger just to create a bit of carnage on the left-hand side. We are going to go with Karras up front because Leonard really, I mean, he had a disallowed goal in the game against Petržalka, but again, we will talk about that in a bit. We're going to start with balance. We're going to see how the opening 15 goes. I don't want to kind of go all out. Yeah, we have a substitutes bench, which I really don't care to see. Duda has come back from injury, but he's only good for 45 minutes. He might be used. Kamara is there. He is not particularly fit. Mislovic, it's that bad in terms of unregistered players. That Mislovic, who is injured, is actually on the bench. In fact, there's just no point putting him there. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, Goodrum is lacking in match sharpness. I'm well aware of that. In fact, do I do something different? Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to play Datko. He's fit. I can't really be messing around with this. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Go, go, go. So the journalists, aka the game, are telling me that my team selection might not be that great. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. So CSKA Sofia are setting up in the same way that they did last time when we allowed them into the second half. So hopefully we won't make that mistake again. But when they chase the game, I think we are just going to try and punish them on the counter-attack. So I do have an idea for a way to tactically exploit that. But let's see what happens first. First we have to be in a position where they have to chase the game. I'm hoping that our front line can come up big today because we really need them to. And a long pregnant pause, just kind of seeing what is going on. Now my understanding is that away goals do not count, so this will go to extra time if it stays as is. They are changing things around, it would appear. Oh dear Lords in heaven, why are they doing all that? It's very confusing. trying to make something happen, I imagine. Well, it's been so I think we're just going to go positive and see if we can capitalize somewhat on the fact that they haven't really done anything yet. Gosh, this is highly anticlimactic. Okay, thank God. Ilic. Okay, set piece. Barnes has got the ball. Don't necessarily want him to have it. And a block shot. Brilliant. That basically sums up the game so far, I think. Although the highlight... No, the highlights ended. Well, that was a bit disappointing altogether. Good position, but from a set piece, you're going to expect bodies in there, so you are going to get block shots. Okay, so our keeper's finally had to make a save, although it looks like it hasn't actually been registered as a shot on target. Shooting has been good enough. Yeah, it's been poor, to say the least. Okay. Well, hopefully the halftime team talk gives them a little bit of impetus. Datto is in a great position, and Ilic has scored. I don't know if Datko made that shot and it just kind of deflected off him. And I haven't set my settings to show replays. Replay events. Events, goals, tight offsides. Disallow goals. Sure, why not? Oh God. Right. I've done all that. I've done all that for replays, and they've got to think, oh, that's exactly the sort of position. They always seem to get the ball there, and whenever they get the ball in that point, they're always finding the bottom. Please be offside. Yes. Right. Are we going to see a replay of that? Yeah. Oh, that's marginal. That is marginal. Okay. Right, we have some tired players. So, Petrovic, you are coming off. Dida, we will give you a little bit of... Yeah, we'll give you a bit of playing time. Panya has not played especially well. Karas, you've not played well at all. So, on comes Leonard. Hopefully he can redeem himself. And is there anyone that we can play in an attacking role? What do you do there? You're a shadow striker. Okay, I'm going to leave it for a little bit of time. Datko is tiring, as is Ilic. So I think they're the subs that we're going to make next. And we're going to pull that trigger now. So Ilic. Right, so we're going to play you as a winger. We'll play you as an inverted wing back. And Goodrum, on you come. So that's 4 subs. Sadizla is not having a very good time out there. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that change now, and then hopefully we won't have any injuries that would necessitate a change, because that's all 5. I really should have thought about that a little bit more. Okay. Well, I imagine they're going to have to start throwing the kitchen sink at some point, and being on a positive mentality isn't necessarily going to help. But I'm not seeing much in the way of evidence to say that that is happening. If anything, we are continuing to be on top. So I'm going to let this ride out. 3 minutes of injury time. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on, lads. Please let it be a highlight for us. Masuda. Good ball. Good rim. Okay. So, okay. We've picked up the ball. Anton Say is the inverted wing back. Masuda's now got it. Good ball to Goodrim. There's Leonard with the goal. I suspect that's off. No, it's not offside. Good team goal, that. Okay, that. Let's have a look here and see what happens. So, yeah, he picked up a good position. Yeah, he timed the run really well, actually. Split the two centre backs. That was absolutely bloody marvellous. Good stuff. Good. Well, it ended up being comfortable after a nervy first half. So the lads have responded really well there. Hope it stays that way. Yeah, great, good stuff. Okay, so how are we doing for time here? Gosh, 38 minutes. This has been too long, so I'm going to end the episode here, but we are going to turn this around really, really quickly because we have, and I think this will be another double header because we have Ternova and Dunajska Streda. These are our two rivals for the title, and as you can see, we drew 0-0 against Petržalka. We really, really should have beaten them. We had a disallowed goal at some point, which has not been shown, but Ivan Meshek and Josef Marko both got themselves sent off, so it's any wonder we picked up a point. And what that does is it puts us 3 points behind Ternova. So again, we need to beat Ternova to overhaul that, just to end up square with them on points. But that game is, from memory, at home, which stands us in good stead. Really, we need to win these final two league games going into the league splits, because at that point we will have played 22 games, and from memory, this is I want to say a 32 game season. Yeah, so we will play the top 5 of the top 6 twice. So we will have to play Ternova and Dunajska Streda 3 times in total between now and the end of the season, but we really have to make a statement of intent now, really. Now. It has to be now. So yeah, lots of jeopardy coming up. But thank you very much for watching, as always, folks. I am pleased that we've made progress, and I will also show you the draw for the next round of the actual knockout stages of the Conference League proper. And I believe that, when is that draw taking place? Stages, round of 16. Oh, it's happening tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to turn around this recording pretty quick. All right, thanks very much. All right, take care. Bye-bye.